What's up, everybody? This is Jose from Southern Life. Today we're going to explore a small town in Alabama that has a freaking Mercedes-Benz plant. Technically it's Tuscaloosa city limits, but literally it's right next to the small town of Vance, Alabama. So we're going to explore this whole area. You guys ready for it? Let's do it. And yes, it's super windy today. I used to be a fan of Mercedes-Benz. I mean, I've had probably 10, I don't know how many Mercedes, I'm not going to count them. I've had a lot of Mercedes-Benzes in the past, but probably never going to buy another one again. I switched to GMC because of reliability issues I was having with them. It was just, they're made in Alabama now, so yeah. It's hard ticket to sell there. I'm trying, Alabama. Don't be mad at me. I'm trying. Trying to give us a chance here. It's not easy. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Alabama. Today, we're going to catch my first smallmouth bass. Alright guys, so that was my first smallmouth bass. It was just a little baby. Now I gotta get a big one. Let's see what we can do here a little bit further down the river. Well, is it even a city? It's just a little town. We're gonna explore the surrounding areas and show you guys what it's like in case there's somebody who, for some reason or another, is considering moving to this area for a job at the Mercedes-Benz plant, one of my favorite vehicles. All the people saying that Alabama's backwards and Alabama sucks. Is something wrong with you? Toma chocolate y paga lo que debe, muchacho. All right, in Blockton, you have the historic coke ovens. There's an old locomotive here. All right, guys, so these are the historic coke ovens in West Blockton, which is about 20 minutes away from the Mercedes-Benz plant. You can imagine the train tracks coming right through the center here. And all of the trains, I mean, Birmingham is what, 30, 45 minutes, something like that away from here. Okay, just imagine what it would have been like. Trains on their way to Birmingham coming through here. So you guys know Birmingham was the city of iron. Look at this. This one's in really good shape. I mean, look at this. Oh my, look at this. It's like a huge, look at this. It's so cool. I mean, this is like history. Like, it's just sitting here in the middle of these woods. I mean, like, we're literally like the only people out here. But in one point in history, this was something here. I mean, you're talking about there was trains coming through here, you know, on their way to Birmingham. It's just incredible. It's just incredible to see this place. Look at this. I mean, I'm not going to go inside, but look at that. You got a hole in the top. That is so cool. And you got giant trees growing out already. I mean, it's just an incredible sight. There's a lot of bees and wasps here. In fact, there's like nobody here, just me and Katie. And look at these, there's so many of them. That's not just like one or two. There's like a bunch of them. You know, it's just an incredible historical site. Wow, this is so cool. And not only that, but then to have this whole place to yourself to explore it, it's just kind of at free will. And look at these rocks over here. I'm sure there's like raccoons living here by now. You know, these trees here. Look at the size of that beetle. Look at the size of that beetle. And I'm not wearing a shirt because I didn't plan on going to the water. Look at these rock formations here. It's like a little creek. So cool. It's not a place where you can just walk into a black bear. So many bugs and stuff. Look at this, guys. Look at the size of these rocks. Just incredible stuff, huh? Isn't Alabama awesome? Awesome. Just awesome. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Vance, Alabama. This town is a little different than the rest of Alabama because it's got a friggin', look at this person. They would have everything I would have in my driveway. A Yukon, a Chevy truck, and an Impala. And I'm not too sure about this little Toyota. But all the other things on their driveway, I really agree. Welcome to Vance, Alabama. This town is unique because it has a friggin' Mercedes-Benz plant. Yeah, if you drive a Mercedes-Benz, it wasn't built in Germany. It was built in Alabama. Now, I've had a Mercedes-Benz built in Alabama, and quite frankly, it was pure garbage. But that aside, I can't believe I just said that. Look at this Yukon right there. Same color as ours. New headlights. They got 24s on it. Yeah, buddy, I really like this town.
Your per capita income is $24,000.
24,000 is the per capita income. Was that
guys.
for a recent number or an old number?
2010.
So in 2010, these people were making about as much income as you would make in Nashville, Tennessee. So it's a small town in Alabama with really high incomes. I love the cars. They got really nice cars out here. Right, automotive. So it seems like there's a lot of really so they are still building new houses here. Lots of new houses going in, which is kind of strange because for the most part it's slowed down a lot in Alabama with the price increases and all that. People are only looking at Alabama because of affordability. So when prices go up, it's kind of like not a lot of incentive to build. But this area is really unique. There's 2 Latin restaurants here. For a town that had, well, 20 years ago, had 500 people. Now it's probably got at least 2,000, I'm gonna guess. I'm not even sure. But it's had a huge population explosion. In this area of Alabama, kind of to the west and north of Birmingham, actually just anything north of Birmingham, it's had a huge population increase. In this little area here is kind of part of that population increase with, as you can see, these homes weren't here 20 years ago. Probably this is all new stuff. So new homes, population growth, probably diversity. It's hard to get stats on this place because it's just a new thing. But I'm going to guess with a Mercedes-Benz plant, there's going to be a lot of diversity here. Good incomes, incredible natural settings. I mean, what else could you ask for? Deep in the van like we're looking for mystery. Don't mess with me. No, the be. Man, cura médico para que tú sepas. Yeah. Alright, guys. So, more new houses. You'd figure a large percentage of these people working at that Mercedes-Benz plant are going to actually be in Tuscaloosa or Birmingham or something, or larger areas. But a lot of them are settling in the area here. And you would imagine that there's engineers and other people who have, you know, good incomes, being that it's a freaking car plant, right? They're making cars here. So, yeah, there would definitely be space for people who make a little bit extra money. Big houses. And sure enough, there are decent bigger houses here. And probably some of the nicer ones are going to be scattered through the rural areas Not in some cookie cutter community like this, but there are some really huge houses kind of out in the middle of nowhere where you can't really record. As you can see, somebody's hammering inside the house. But, yeah, there are some decent sized houses here. So, small town in Alabama that you probably never even heard about. I think it's just a boring little place and nothing going on. No, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in Alabama. Yeah, buddy. And needless to say, all the hammering over here just was echoing the other way. Cool. And needless to say, you got natural beauty, you got good jobs in the area, you have great weather other than tornadoes, which that's a whole subject to itself. The place can't be perfect. It's gonna have some. Every place is gonna have something. I mean, your house, you could live here and your house may never get hit by a tornado, but you could live in Florida and have to deal with heat and humidity every day. So every place has different natural hazards which you deal with in different ways. I deal with it by getting insurance. 7B, you got sorry. Third ward, 7th ward got beat. Can't leave your house without the heat. Sorry, the radio here doesn't offer much. Radio out here in these parts ain't much. So you can see here, nice community again, newer houses, great natural settings in the background. Okay, can you give me an idea what houses are going for up here? I'm gonna buy a few of these houses cash. I had a 1-bedroom, 1-bath in New York City. I got $3 million for it. I'll buy 50 of these houses. Oh man, these people. There's nowhere on Vance Street.
231,000.
231 for what? Let me see. Let me see what you get for you. 231. Oh, these little cookie cutter houses are in the 230s?
Yeah.
Oh wow. So I guess the good jobs in the area and all that, and lack of newer housing probably makes it expensive here. Because I think in Millbrook, these houses would probably be about maybe 150, 160.
New construction 279.
279. So yeah, there's definitely a markup to live here because of the good paying jobs in the area. So yeah, that's kind of, wouldn't it be a little bit less in Millbrook? I'm pretty sure. Right?
That same house you can get for 100,000 less.
Yeah, maybe 100,000 less in Millbrook. $80,000 or $100,000 less to get the same house as in Millbrook. But in Millbrook, you're not gonna build Mercedes-Benz's. You're gonna build my sandwich, basically, at Jack's. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying there's different levels to employment. And here, it's a pretty good level of employment. But it comes with a markup on your property. Maybe I'll stay in Millbrook. But I don't know. I could be an engineer one day. I could design cars. I'll fire all these other engineers. They don't know how to do it right. I'll teach them how to do it right, Katie. You have faith in me, right, Katie? Oh, now you don't have faith in my ability to build an entire car. I'll fire everybody in the plant. Yo solo, me la invento. I'll fire everybody.
I think you're like someone I know.
I'll fire everybody in this car plant. And I, by myself, will make all these cars. Yo soy un bárbaro hacer. You think I'm going too far with that?
Oh, I think you're going too far, and you're just like someone I know.
Who? This house right here. Yo solo, man, hago mi hacer. I don't need no engineer. Ni nada de eso. By myself, I can build all these cars. And they're gonna have to pay me a lot, too. I don't think I'm gonna do it for cheap. I don't think because, you know, soy cubano, que voy a trabajar barato. Ya eso se acabó. Yo, for a nice city, they sure have a lot of potholes here. Man. This is a real pothole bill right here. Alright, so we gotta figure out what we're gonna eat today, because I'm starving. I love all the old trucks in the city. They got a lot of, look at this shade right here. Chevy truck. Oh man, I love these step sides. This guy had a step side on the internet for about $5 grand. I was about to go pick it up, but Katie wouldn't let me. Then again, if I bought every car I ever wanted, what would our house look like? This ain't bad. Other than a lot of potholes, I don't know what they got going on here. Maybe there's just not enough property taxes. Like everybody's got like asphalt tearing tires on their cars, and like nobody's paid property taxes. Not enough to. Here's a perfect picture of suburban America. A nice newer house with a Jeep out front. This is the American dream right here. The American dream right there in your eyes. A brand new house in a suburban place with a Jeep in the driveway and not a single touch of personality. Just nice. Look at this Silverado right there. That's what I'm talking about. He's got a Silverado. Yeah, buddy. This guy's got to be from Florida. That's how they do trucks in Florida. A real Alabama would squat that thing. Believe that. Oh, look at this house right here. Nice. New houses. Not more new houses. I'll tell you, get a brand new house out there. Put that. Forget about squatting a car. You know, we should start squatting houses. Oh, they got a Mustang in the garage. Oh, they're building that one. Yeah, buddy. Oh, I like this one. There's a house I like right here. They got the. I like when they incorporate the shingles with the metal, and they'll use like both types of roof. That's always cool. I did on that one. What's up with these potholes? Yo, this is so suburban out here. I feel like I'm in Kentucky. Doesn't it feel like we're in Kentucky? You ever been to like rural Kentucky? This is what rural Kentucky feels like. Like suburban rural Kentucky. Nice. Look at the Canada geese.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, buddy. Canada! 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 And then you're close to Tuscaloosa, which means roll tide. Yeah. Roll tide, man. Get that roll tide in, man. Why did our CD players just like turn on by itself?
It always does that.
Yeah, buddy. That do sound like it, okay? Oh, yeah, jacked up Chevy. How do we get out of this community? This way?
Yes.
Yeah. Chevy, man. That Chevy, man. Ooh, palm trees. Yes, I love palm trees. Palm trees. Cadillac on 22s. Yo, look, everybody's in the car. I guess, right? If you build cars for a living. Ooh, look at that S500. Yeah. I mean, if you build cars for a living, you're going to be in the cars. That's just... Even I would think about taking a car job. Wouldn't that be cool? Man, working on a car. I couldn't do it. They couldn't afford to pay me, you know? Like, to have somebody like me on their team, I don't know if they can pull that off. I mean, I know the Germans got a lot of money, but enough money to hire me? I mean, they'd have to pay me a lot of money to have talent like this. Like me, you know? No, pero soy un tipo que tiene talento. I speak English. I speak Spanish también. Falo portugués. Ah, tá bom. Tá bom. What's going on over here? Tanning beds? Oh, this is that Latin restaurant. Sorry. Is this a Latin restaurant?
Multi-service and restaurant.
So, alright, so is this a restaurant or is this a gas station?
I think it's both.
They're actually highly rated, is the weird thing. So I don't know if this is a car shop or a Latin restaurant. Yeah, buddy. And I've heard of hole in the wall, but this is kind of like hole in the gas pump. It's really highly rated. You want to try the other Latin restaurant? Let's try the other Latin restaurant. All right. So they have 2 restaurants that show up on Google Maps. There's that Latin place right there, which looks good. It's an open kitchen. Los Primos Latin Grill. What I don't get is why they're both called Latin. They're not called. There's more people here, so this one must be better. And I'll mention while we're driving to this Mercedes-Benz plant, which is up ahead, I'll mention that, you know, on Interstate 22 between Memphis and Birmingham, lots of good stuff going on. So it seems like the northern part of Alabama is really, you know, in the middle of nowhere town. Of course, they're going to have a Dollar General. There's even like a bridge here. I wonder if like if there's like open to the public or something. Probably not. Probably not. But anyways, the northern Alabama, like the northern part of Alabama, has a lot of growth. I mean, there's a lot going on in Alabama on the northern part of the state. The southern part of the state's a little bit stagnant economically. So now we're in Tuscaloosa city limits. So even though the Mercedes-Benz plant is way the crap over here, it's within city limits. I don't know how they did that, but somehow they pulled it off, and this is within city limits. Giant Mercedes-Benz plant. I don't know if you're allowed to pull into here. Let's see if you're allowed to or not. We can always pull a U-turn. I really want to show you guys the facility. I'm sure they have a like a outward facing, you know, building where you can see it. And we'll see it, guys. Nothing like seeing a cool brand new Mercedes-Benz blanc, man. It's right here with the train tracks right there. I'm excited to see this thing. But there's also a Toyota Mazda in Tupelo, Mississippi. You can't see it from the road. I know it's right there, right? I love some good train graffiti. So most of these car plants that I've seen, like, you can see the outside, and they're very kind of like in your face. Like, look at how big our car plant is. But Mercedes-Benz, I guess they're kind of like just trying to keep it hidden in the woods or something. And that is in your face about their car plant as other people, but we'll see it here in a minute. It's 5:30 on a Thursday. Well, I think we'll see it here. Maybe they're purposely trying to hide it. I don't know. It's odd though that they're trying to hide it. Most car plants, they're like in your face.
I
like,
see it.
yeah, it's massive, but you can't really see. There's got to be a place. There it is. Wow, massive. I mean, dude, look at the size of that thing. What car plant, bro? Look at that. It's like a city, basically. It is giant. I wish I could fly my drone over this thing. Look at the size of that. It's like a city. Yo. I'm sure there's a front-facing area where like they'll have the big Mercedes-Benz logo. Maybe it's through here. I don't know if it's private or not. We'll find out.
Yeah, this is kind of private.
What's it say? No trucks allowed, no trucks monitored, but it's like a whole city. Look at this thing. There's got to be like a welcoming center or something, right? Look at that thing. It's like a whole entire city. Well, it doesn't say no entry here.
There's the Mercedes logo.
Over here?
Yeah.
We'll park over here. I'm sure there's a welcoming center for it or something. Mercedes-Benz. There it is, man. Park right here for a second. Wow. All right, guys. So this is a Mercedes plant. Technically Tuscaloosa, literally Vance, Alabama. It's super windy. I know it's windy. I mean, like, it's like 30 mile per hour winds today, but there it is. It's practically like an entire city. You know, mountains over there. I mean, incredible. Giant plant providing work for the people of Alabama. So there it is, the Mercedes-Benz plant. Vales mucho. No te rindas. That means don't give up, and on the other side says you're worth